Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we'll be doing matrices. Before we see what's a matrix, let's get to know a few advantages of a matrix. First, we have reduces complicated systems of equations to simple expressions. What does this mean? Is that we'll have a set of equations, like for example, we have linear equations in the form of a word problem. So we can make it simple by writing it in the form of matrix and then doing the respective operations. This we can see in the further sessions. Next, we have adaptable to systematic method of mathematical treatment and well suited to computers. This basically means that it is easy to calculate, and in arrays we use matrices. So this way it is well suited for computers. In numerical methods also, we don't do calculus. Instead, we just treat the numerical algebraically and arrive at the solution. Now that we're done with the advantages, let's see what's the definition of a matrix. A matrix is a set or a group of numbers arranged in a square or a rectangular array enclosed by two brackets. Let's see a few examples of matrix. So we have these. Now, since we know what is a matrix, let's get to the properties of a matrix. The first property we have is a specified number of rows and a specified number of columns. The second property is two numbers, that is rows into columns, describe the dimensions or the size of a matrix. I'll explain this with an example. You can see the first example, we have 3 cross 3, that is 3 rows, that is 1, 2, 4, and 3 columns, 1, 4, 3. Similarly, we have the next two examples. This will be a 2 cross 4 matrix, as we have 2 rows, 4 columns. And the last one is 1 cross 2, as we have only 1 row and 2 columns. Let's see how do you denote a matrix. So a matrix can be denoted by a bold capital letter, and the elements within the matrix are denoted by the lowercase letters. So let's take an example. This is like the general notation of a matrix. So we have A11, A12, A13, so on to Aij, and you can get it to Ain. The next one we have A21, then you can, if you go again down, you have A31, A41, so on to AM1. And similarly, you can go vertically and horizontally. I ranges from 1 to m and j ranges from 1 to n. Now let's start with the types of matrix. The first type is column matrix or vector. So what is a column matrix? It is the number of rows may be any integer, but the number of columns is always 1. So here we have a few examples. That is 1, 4, 2. So here we have one column, again 1, 3, one column. So the general form of writing a column matrix is A11, A21, A31, so on to AM1. So this is how we write it. Now the second types of matrix we have row matrix. So what is a row matrix? A row matrix is basically any number of columns but only one row. Now see, for a column matrix, we have any number of rows but only one column. So it's just the opposite. So a row matrix is basically any number of columns but only one row. Similarly, we have these examples. You can just take a look at them. We have 1160352. The third type is rectangular matrix. So what is a rectangular matrix? It is basically a matrix that contains more than one element and the number of rows is not equal to the number of columns. So we have an example as 1, 1, 3, 7, 7, minus 7, 7, 6. So this is basically we have 4 rows, 2 columns. And the next example we have 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 2, 0, 3, 3, 0. So this is basically what we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 columns and only 1 to 2 rows. We know that m is the number of rows and n is the number of columns. So basically m and n should not be equal. The next type of matrix is square matrix. So you know what's a square, right? All these sides should be equal. Similarly for a matrix, the number of rows is equal to the number of columns. So in this we write the matrix in the form of A is equal to m cross m. That's basically m should be equal to n. That is the number of rows equal to the number of columns. So we have an example here, that is 1130. This is basically a 2 cross 2 matrix, as we have 2 rows, 2 columns. And the next one we have 3 rows, 3 columns. So this is a 3 cross 3 matrix. The next type we have is a diagonal matrix. So a diagonal matrix is just the same as a square matrix, but only the diagonal elements are integers and the non-diagonal elements are 0. So let's see an example we have here. In the first example, we have a 3 cross 3 matrix. So we can see we have 1, 2, 1 as the diagonal elements and the rest elements are 0. The next example, we can see we have 3, 0, 0, 0, 3, 0, 0, 0, 5, 0, 0, 0, 0, 9. So basically our diagonal elements 3, 3, 5, 9 and the rest are 0. So these are the conditions. We have aij equal to 0 for all I is not equal to j, and aij is not equal to 0 for some all I is equal to j. Next type is unit or identity matrix. It is represented with I. This is actually a very important matrix because you'll be using this in many of the problems. So basically a unity matrix is a diagonal matrix with 1 on the main diagonal. So what's a diagonal matrix? All the other elements except the diagonal are 0. So that is basically what we have here. There's first we have a 4 cross 4 matrix and then we have a 2 cross 2 matrix. You can just see the conditions we have here. But keep in mind this is very, very important. Always remember what is an identity matrix. The seventh type is the null or zero matrix. This matrix is basically where all the elements in the matrix are 0. Let's see an example. So here we have a 3 cross 1 matrix where all the elements are 0, and then we have a 3 cross 3 matrix, again all the elements are 0. Next we have the triangular matrix. So a triangular matrix is basically a square matrix whose elements above or below the main diagonal are all 0. So the first example we have is 1 0 0 2 1 0 5 2 3. Here you can see that the main diagonal is 1 1 3. So the elements above are 0, that is 0 0 0 we have. So similarly in the third example we can see we have a main diagonal is 1 1 3 and the bottom elements are 0. So either the elements above the diagonal or the elements below the diagonal should be 0. So this is basically what a triangular matrix is. Now there are two types of triangular matrix, that is upper triangle matrix and lower triangular matrix. The upper triangle matrix is basically a square matrix whose elements below the main diagonal all are 0. So we can see we have the general form, that is aij, 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 0, aij, aij, 0, 0, aij. So you can see that the elements below the diagonal all are 0. You can see in the example we have 187, 018, 003. You can see below 113 we have 000. Now let's see the next type. Now obviously since we've done the upper triangular matrix, now let's see the lower triangular matrix. So this is basically a square matrix where the elements above the main diagonal all are 0. So it's just the opposite to the upper triangular matrix. So again here we have aij 0 0, aij aij 0, aij aij aij. So we have an example. We have 1 0 0, 2 1 0, 5 2 3. So you can see our main diagonal is 1 1 3 and the elements above the diagonal are 0 0 0. Next we have the scalar matrix. So a scalar matrix is a diagonal matrix whose main diagonal elements are equal to the same scalar. This basically means that the diagonal element, we have only a single diagonal element and all the elements are same. By the general form, you can see we have it in the form as aij 0 0, 0 aij 0, 0 0 aij. Here aij is going to be the same through the entire matrix. So for example, we have a 3 cross 3 matrix which says 1 0 0, 0 1 0, 0 0 1. You can notice that the diagonal is 1. So we have the same number as the diagonal. The next we have a 1 2 3 4, a 4 cross 4 diagonal matrix, and you can see 6 as the main diagonal. So basically we can infer that the diagonal will be the same. Now that we're done with the types of matrices, let's go to the operations. The first we have equality of matrices. So two matrices are said to be equal only when all the corresponding elements are equal, and so should their size and dimensions be equal as well. We have an example here, A, and they've given the matrix as 1 0 0, 2 1 0, 5 2 3, and a B matrix as 1 0 0, 2 1 0, 5 2 3. So here we can see that the size, that is 3 cross 3, is same and the elements are also same. So we can now say that A is equal to B. So hence the matrix are equal. Now let's see the property of equality. The first property we have is if A is equal to B, then B is equal to A for all A and B. And the second property we have is if A is equal to B and B is equal to C, then A is equal to C for all A, B and C. Now see, we have an example of an A matrix that is 1 0 0 2 1 0 5 2 3, and we have a B matrix which says B11, B12, B13, B21, B22, B23, B31, B32, B33. Now, since we have told that the A matrix and the B matrix are equal, we can thus say that B11 is equal to 1, B12 is equal to 0, B13 is equal to 0. Similarly, we have B31 equal to 5, B32 equal to 2, and B33 equal to 3. So this is basically what equality is. Well, that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like, hit the subscribe button, turn your post notifications on, and thanks for watching.